Hello everyone, good evening and welcome back to the SSBB Esport Championship. You join us, it is the end of 2021. Pretty much we're sitting on round 7 of the SSBB Esport Championship, and this is the Clubman's Championship. We're here at Mount Panorama, Bathurst. And this just actually happens to be the same weekend that the Australian supercars are racing at Bathurst, so I'm super pumped. We're in for some exceptional racing tonight, and we've also got quite a full house, so I'm really excited. So while we're still busy chatting, let's have a look at the points, if I can actually find them. We're gonna have to head over to the desktop camera and turn off this audio, and then turn down my audio. Alrighty, so we are in Pool A. So in the beginning of this season, we split Clubman's into Pool A and Pool B because we had a lot of entries. They are, however, racing together now, but the leader of Pool A at the moment is Grandpago's Gaming, 226. Second is Freddy V72, he is on 201. Third is Adders on 175. Fourth is GW Gurnell on 165. And fifth is Mad Theo on 107. That is for Pool A. Pool B, let's have a look-see right quick. That was Pool... I opened up the wrong thing now. Loudy loud. Let me know what the... fantastic. Thank you, Alex. Yeah, I got a new mic. It's an Elgato Wave 3. So, hoping that the audio quality is improved. So we're just looking here at Pool B. So currently topping the charts in Pool B is Taboto 2019 on 241 points. Still don't know how you say that. Taboto, tomato. CRT Cas converts second, 167 points. Wolves T third on 115. Rayman 3003 on 107. Bringing up your top 5 is Famished Uncouth on 101. Our newly established Americans. So we are actually about to jump into a qualifying session, but before we do that, check out this new shirt. And it has some interesting stuff on the back. That's obviously so these shirts are for a lot of our competitors, victors, and they will be available on our website as soon as that is up. But we've had massive delays in terms of production. So, anyhow, patience, remember, long race, good man. So, I'm going to say we are about to jump into qualifying. Hello, everyone, whoever's watching. Let's have a good qualifying session. Everybody was in, McFlurry and me not in. Taboto, hopefully he's in. He's got a pen there by his name. Yeah, he's in. So, let's see. If there is a little bit of a hum in the background, that is because there's a fan on in the background because it is cooking hot up in here. So who else is out? Let's look at Gramps going out. Turn my volume down here. So these cars, I was out earlier with these cars. Now this is an N500 911 GT3, I think it is 2016 model, and it's a very quick car. For Clubman's, we turn it down to N400, and it is a lot more tame than the N500 car. I see I didn't have the track volume on there, of course. But then we also keep these cars on racing super softs. It just makes them a lot more tame for the Clubman's guys. It's quite a nice car to drive. So I'll do a lap, onboard lap on the Pro-Am broadcast, and then don't expect me to be fast, but we'll just have fun with it anyway. So we're currently looking at Grandpa, and he's followed closely by Taboto. So this is going to be interesting racing. You can see Taboto, the Famished Couth behind him. And yeah, it's going to be very interesting. Famished Couth went very quick in the practice. He did a very, very good time. So you might be looking for a slip here from Grandpa, but you must be careful not to get tripped up. Both of them make a mistake. So Grandpa, does he let him through? No. So these guys are going to go for their lap. 7 minutes 39. It's quite a long lap. 2 minutes, I think 2 minute 31s. I was doing now, I forget. 2 minute 13s. 13.1, that's it. So some Jurassic Jam in the background, getting it a bit loose there. But he's managed to find himself again. So, Famished Couth, I don't know if he gave Grandpa a little tap there, but these two going through turn 2, Famished going wide. And that's the problem with following too closely. It just opens you up for all sorts of nastiness. Going through the section, the mountain section here. Oh, Grandpa getting very close to the wall. There's a special rhythm you have to follow through this part of the circuit, and you have to be very, very brave. And it's a risk versus reward. So Grandpa goes off there. And does Famished Couth go off there as well? No, he doesn't. So straight away he closes the gap on Grandpa. And he gets a big slide as he gets through there. So a lot of mistakes from these guys. Gramps is going to have to go again. This won't be a good lap. Jurassic Jam will also have to go again. The car is moving around a lot, you can see. So, driving on board with Gramps, the car looks really good. Famished Couth still quite a ways behind him, so maybe made another mistake or just He knows that this lap is trash and he's just going to give himself a bit of space for the next one, which makes sense. I would do that as well. Because if you follow too closely, you can't pass, and that will destroy your lap. So Grandpa coming around. Very nice and neat and tidy. Not using all the tracks, so still lots more in it there. Gramps does 2:15.2. That's a bit off the pace, so we're going to have to see when... yeah, Jurassic Jam already quicker, 2:14.8. G-Dub, we're going to have to see what G-Dub does. G-Dub was also very quick going through the chase, coming down, slowing down to 20s. Oh, Gramps going off there. Or was that CRT Cas convert? So G-Dub, let's see what kind of time he puts down. These cars move around a lot. Not easy to drive them. G-Dub goes to the top. 2:14.5. There's still a second in it. More than a second. I did a 2:13.2 and Famish did a 2:13.1 in the practice. So still a lot more in it. But it's all about getting the clean lap. So I'm trying to see where Famish is. Still stuck behind Grandpa, so this is not going to help his lap at all. G-Dub's in the best seat of the house here. He really has the best advantage at the moment. Wanalu DK. Waniulu? I don't know. Wanalu. I'll call him Wanalu DK. Very shiny Porsche at the front. Very green at the back. Looks like he's pushing very, very hard. I have not been told that Wanalu is not a he. I guess I should stop using pronouns. It's frowned upon these days. So the car is looking good. Very shiny. So G-Dub still, oh, he's coming through. We haven't seen anybody else. So let's look. Adders. My good friend Adders in the 5-star racing livery car. Looking very good. Hello Adders. Freddie, welcome Freddie. We saw you in the practice. Famston Couth 2:13.7. That's better. It's half a second. It's so easy to lose time on this track. CRT Cas converts. Getting followed very closely by Taboto. Looking for that slip. The slip is big here. The speed is absolutely immense down this straight. I didn't get the... These two still going at it, hammer and tong. So, where is G-Dub? G-Dub doesn't go faster. 2 minutes to go. Famish Duncouth is a lady. Thank you. McFlurry. Wanalu is a sir. Yes. Of course I'd get it wrong. So, Famished. Oh, Gramps puts it in the wall. That's very unlucky for Gramps. Where is Gramps? 4th. Gramps put it in the wall there. Very unlucky. So, Famished Uncouth, our lady driver, absolutely sending it. 0.7 ahead of anyone. G-Dub has got a lot of work to do. One and a half minutes to go. 1.5 minutes to go. So, Famished Uncouth still leading the charge. 0.7 ahead of this man, G-Dub. He's on a personal best, but then he's 0.4 down. It's really tricky finding your braking marker through that fast corner and then not letting the car get all crisscross on you. Adders 216, that's good from Adders. 6th. Tabota in 8th. Tabota is normally very quick, eh? G-Dub doesn't go quicker, still 0.7. So, Famished Uncouth looking very good, pushing hard. She's on her final lap now. She looks like she's found a lot of rhythm. A bit wide through there. So that's going to cost her on this lap. I don't think she'll be able to get that. So she's still 0.3 up after going through. But too much commitment here. Cars all over the place. Excuse me. Will she maintain that 0.3 gap? I don't think so. It's looking very messy through here. And that'll really hurt you. If you slide it like that down this, as you get onto this back straight, then you're just going to lose all the way down. So, Wanalu DK still in 3rd. Very close to G-Dub, 0.076. That's very close. As close as damn it. 4th, Grandpa Goes Gaming. Let's keep an eye on Famished Uncouth. She, made a mistake as she went through the, I don't know what you call that corner. But, so she's coming through the final corner now. Let's see, does she hold on to first place? She does. She doesn't go any quicker. But who's going to finish second? G-Dub's still in second. 0.7. Is he on a better lap? He's gone quicker. He's gone about 0.669 quicker. So he is very close to putting it on pole. If he can, Jurassic Jam went quicker. G-Dub braked too late. Possibly picked up a slip from Adders and didn't realize it, and then braked at the same point. And unfortunately, that's going to cost him. He was so close to going quicker than Famished, and unfortunately, Jurassic beat him to it. So G-Dub's going to have to settle for 3rd. And 4th, Wanalu DK. 5th, Grandpa Goes Gaming. 6th, Adders. 7th, Freddy, who is parking it under the gazebo. 8th, Tabota. 9th, CR2 Cas Converts. And that Team Brit Racing car. So this black car, Famished Uncouth, well done. Putting it on pole and getting yourself 1 point towards your championship. So let's see, this is going to be interesting. Tough race ahead of us. Jurassic Jam, Famished Uncouth, G-Dub Gurnell. G-Dub, it's going to be interesting to see. Can't see the lights. Do we get a countdown? Yes, we do. 3. And it's who gets off the line. Jurassic has a terrible start. Famished has a great start. GW also has a phenomenal start. So GW just needs to get through turn 1. Looks like he has. Adders has gone off chaos in turn 1 as we go through. But Famished leading from GW. 3rd, Gramps getting hunted down by Freddy. 4th is CRT Cas. 5th is Jurassic Jam. 6th, Wanalu DK. 7th is Wanalu DK. 8th, Taboto. And 9th, Adders. We'll have to go back and see what happened to Adders there. But they're coming through the first section. And, Famished runs it very deep there. And touches the wall on the exit. Jurassic and that's G-Dub and Gramps look like they're having a proper tussle. So nose to tail stuff. It's pretty close as we go through this top mountain section. They're coming up through this section, then they come to the dipper, which is where this RDR8 sign is. Both Gramps and Freddy go off. So pushing hard. Famished uncouth. So just calm down, just take a deep breath and just focus on doing the laps. It's 5 laps. That's all you got to do. But it will be a long 5 laps of her life. And the advantage she has is she's 1.1 seconds ahead of G-Dub. So it is a nice comfortable margin, and he is out of her slip, which really does help because it just gives her breathing space to sit and do what she does and run the lap. So let's go down to where's Addis? Addis is up to 7th already. Let's just see what happened with Addis. I see he goes off there. So turn 1. Oh, Freddy ran him wide. Oh, Freddy. But it looked like it was a bit of a concertina situation. So still, it is Famished who's opened up a gap of 2 seconds. It's a great job from Famished. G-Dub battling to hang with her. He's having to deal with Grandpa, so he's having to play attack and defend at the same time. The gap is 0.4, so Gramps will be in that slip and he'll be looking to pounce anytime he can. 4th is Taboto, kind of on his own. 3 seconds behind Gramps, 4 seconds ahead of One Alu DK in a very shiny green Porsche. Oh, running it very wide, using all the track. Just ahead of Freddy, and Freddy has Addis behind him who wants vengeance. Possibly not. He's a school teacher, so I'm sure he has the patience of Gandhi. My pedals have messed up. Oh no, Jurassic. That's no good, man. That's terrible news. Addis is closing the gap here on Freddy. If we go back to Freddy, Addis is being very patient. Freddy lets Addis through. That's a good sportsmanship, Freddy. A dare sail, boy. So Jurassic has had issues with his pedals. That's so unfortunate. So Famished and Couth just opening up a significant advantage here, and really leading the charge ahead of this man, G-Dub Gurnal. So G-Dub 2.5 seconds behind Famished, and it's a very fast track. So easy to lose the person ahead of you. And Taboto in 3rd. Taboto's done a great job to get up to 3rd. He wasn't really quick in qualifying, but he's made it stick and been able to get up to 3rd. Looks like he's closing the gap on G-Dub Gurnal. So that's very interesting if we look at the times. So Famished is quickest 2:14.2, G-Dub at 2:14.5, Taboto on a 2:14.4. So just a bit quicker than G-Dub, but not much in it. He's got a lot of work to do to close that gap, 3.5 seconds. Gramps has dropped down to 4th now. This is a bit strange because Gramps was in there and he might have just made a small mistake. He's also going quite quick, but he does have One Alu DK behind him. These cars are notoriously hard to drive. So he's got a lot of work ahead of him. Let's look at this gap. Still fairly consistent. So Famished and Couth just absolutely dominating. 2.8 second gap now. Very comfortable margin, not under pressure at all. She just needs to kind of do what she does. She's pushing hard through that section. Doesn't necessarily have to push that hard. Oh, it's a big slide as she goes through the dipper. So G-Dub looking good through there. Tabota looking good through there. Grandpa. And Wanalu DK looking fairly good. Adders coming through in the 5-star racing car out in 6th. It's good recovery from Adders. Freddie in 7th. And 8th is CRT Cas Converts. Famish getting it very loose there. She's driving hard. She doesn't have to push this hard. She can just calm it down a bit. It's a very high risk track. You make a mistake, you're gonna pay for it. So she needs to kind of chill out a bit. But looks like she's got everything in hand. So. That's what I was talking about. Look at the gap. One small mistake and here comes G-Dub. 1.2 seconds the gap now. So she's just got to calm down, otherwise you put pressure on yourself. So she had a good exit and slowly opening the gap. It's fairly consistent, so let's jump on board with G-Dub. On a purple sector. Let's see if we can get any driving tips from G-Dub. Pushing very hard, runs it a bit deep in there, but closes the gap right up to 0.9. So G-Dub has got the bit between his teeth. There's no one behind him. Look at the mirror. All he needs to do now is focus and be smooth. That's very nice through there. Very smooth. So the gap back up to 1.1. So G-Dub being very cautious. And it makes sense. 2:13.6 is a good time from G-Dub. You need a lot of speed through here because you need to carry it onto the main straight. And you've got to be careful with these Porsches. You can't carry too much speed into the corner, otherwise it over rotates. So, not nice at all, but what that's done is it's opened the gap. Famished is 1.5 seconds. They're on the last lap, so G-Dub being very smooth on the turn in, but too much dial in on the steering, and he could have carried it, didn't have to close the steering as much. This one you just ramp off the throttle. Famished running it deep, running it wide and hitting the wall, so feeling the pressure on the last lap. Will she buckle or will she be able to keep it together? Oh, it's very hot through there. She's sliding that car around. She's done such a great job to get it to where it is. She does. It's heart in mouth stuff. She's gone off there a few times. She does again, but it's all under control. She gets it nice through the dipper. 1 second down on the quickest lap. Doesn't matter. It's not about lap times. It's about maintaining track position. She comes through, keeps it fairly square. The gap back up to 1.3. So G-Dub possibly also making mistakes trying to push. This is very important corner. Maximize your speed onto the back straight. Looks like she's done a good enough job because that gap is opening. It's up to 1.4. So phenomenal work from Famished and Kuth, able to just open that gap back up and showed a lot of character through the mountain. G-Dub showing just quite a bit more restraint and caution, because the track demands caution, demands respect. If you get too careless with it, it will bite you. So Famish coming through the last corner, slowing the car nicely and managing to get it through, and crosses the line to take the win of this phenomenal race. And well done, Famish. Second is G-Dub. Third to Boto, kind of racing on his own, but he's done a great job to get it up there. Fourth, One Eye Lou DK coming through in that very shiny, sparkly car. In fourth place, Gramps in the Team Brit livery car. Looks like it needs some panel beating. Send your invoice. Adders in the 5-star racing car. It comes out in sixth. Good recovery from Adders. Freddie in the Monster Energy 5-star racing green car comes over the line in 7th place. Great driving. CRT Cas Converse coming through the chase. Breaking down to the, I think those are the Dunlop S's. I don't know, they could have changed. But going under that Armour All Bridge, coming down to the last corner. G-Dub with the quickest lap, 2:13.6. Phenomenal work, and great racing from everyone. Well done to CRT Cas Converts coming back in 8th place. Tough track, tough conditions, very hard. The mountain is, it giveth, but it also taketh away. Much like Chuck Norris, but anyhow, Famished Uncouth, phenomenal work, well done, brilliant drive. I'm gonna be right back. If I can find this thing. So what are we looking at? We are looking at category 2 of the SSBB Esport Clubman's Championship. And what is category 2? Well, it's a controlled formula, and all the competitors must drive the Porsche Cayman. Now this car is not as fast in a straight line as the 911 GT3 RS. However, because it is a full-on race car, it handles a lot better. So out and out proper race car. Famished Uncouth, second in line in this Porsche Cayman. Not the best sounding car. See, we had a bit of lag there. It sounds, these exhausts, I'm not a fan of the exhaust note to these Caymans, but they are very nice cars to drive. Fourth, Wanalu DK. Fifth, CRT CAS converts. Sixth, G-Dub Gurnall. Seventh, Adders in the 5-star liveried car. Very nice livery. Eighth, Grandpa Goes Gaming. One of our seasoned vets. Ninth, McFlurry Twist in an older Toyota. This was a great car. This was season 1 of the Clubman's Championship. Wonderful car. And we will definitely see them back in the near future. So these guys still on their first lap. I'm pretty much going to give them one-ish lap each, and then we're going to go. So, well, give them a few. Let's start in 4 minutes. Just making sure I'm not talking to myself. So Famished Quickest again. Wow, this car's a lot slower. 2:15.6. She is 0.2 up on her previous time, so Wanalu DK quicker, 0.6 quicker. 15.6. Now if you sit inside, you can see it's an out-and-out race car. They run the standard gearbox. But it sounds actually like a race box, so maybe that's the selector just to get it into gear. But it definitely handles a lot better. 30.5 up on that time. She definitely doesn't hold back. So he has 2 lady drivers, CRT CAS converts and Famished Uncouth CAS converts. Oh, Famished tried to get past CAS and just went into the side of her. So that's definitely going to hurt her time. This man currently quickest. Let's just keep an eye on the time. 2 minutes to go. High Venture in the comments. So I've been having issues with my LAN cable and the connection to the internet on my Mac. So Not sure why that is, but anyway, I'm streaming through the Wi-Fi. So let me know what it looks like. It should be pretty good. I did speed tests and all that. Everything looked legit, so these two look like they're going at it. Nice little dice here. So Toboto in 4th. So these cars should allow for much closer racing. Simply because they're a lot more predictable. So, let's see how we get on. I think we are pretty much there. There we go. Alrighty, so we are going to get this show on the road. Let the guys know we are starting now. Alrighty. It's going to be some good racing. So Kaz will start from the front. It's reverse grid based on previous race results. Normally we do reverse grid based on current championship points, but because the group pool A and pool B is mixed, we have to do you know what I mean. So let's see, we should get the countdown. Kaz converts. Freddie's got a good opportunity here. So does Adders. Freddie gets off the line. So does Kaz. Looks like Grandpa had a great start. So who's first into turn 1? There's lots of hip and shoulder. Grandpa, the two team Brit cars making it through nicely. CRT Kaz converts driving. And look at this bunch behind her. This is some phenomenal racing here. So it's Grandpa, then Wanalu DK. Grandpa's going defensive, and coming up the inside is Adders. So let's hope this doesn't become a slugfest. So no, it looks like everybody's kind of through cleanly. Kaz converts, doing a phenomenal job out in front and playing it cautious. So, but Wanalu DK drives around her. Grandpa's looking for the position, and looks like he's just also being very cautious. It's his, they both make it through. So Grandpa and Adders going through. Adders getting very wild, but he needs to just calm it down, take a deep breath. He's on for a podium, yeah. He just needs to put his head down. But Wanalu DK has made the break. Clever driving, and managed to get ahead. Grandpa's also in a good position. This is going to help his championship. Wanalu DK, huge drama, puts it into the wall, and that's terrible. Huge drama, huge. So very unfortunate. So what has that done? I just made sure I pressed the button. So that allowed Gramps to get up into first. Adders is second, 1.3 seconds behind. And then he has G-Dub Gunnell bearing down on him. So this is going to be a bit awkward as they go through. It is the chase. They go through. G-Dub's been cautious there. He has Wanalu DK behind him. And it makes sense to be cautious there because, Adders running it deep. And he's just going to get swallowed up. He's got, as he came back on, he had G-Dub and Wanalu DK there, so nowhere to go, unfortunately. And G-Dub is the big loser, down to where's he? Down to 5th. That's really unfortunate. So that was really awkward, though. It's difficult to say whose fault that, if anybody's fault that was. But Adders still out in second, pushing hard, so potentially has a really good opportunity here. And third is Wanalu DK. Fourth is Famished Uncouth, your race 1 winner. Fifth is G-Dub Gunnell. Lots of work to do from here. Sixth, CRT Kaz converts. Seventh, Toboto. And eighth, Freddie. Grandpa with a massive lead, 2.8 seconds. Very comfortable lead. Taboto, not sure what's happening there. Not sure what happened now. Famished Uncouth came through, and there must have been some contact there with Adders and I'm not sure. I don't know. Don't know what happened, but Grandpa still 2.7 seconds ahead, and now I'm saving this replay. I want to go back and look. I don't know who that was that went off. It was Wanalu DK. That's who it was. So we're going to find Wanalu. He's out in 7th. And then we'll go back and see. So he was leading the race. And he came through the dipper. Got on the power and just got it sideways. Tank slapper into the wall. So unlucky. And that sparked a chain reaction of events, which has turned this race on its head. So still we have some interesting comments coming through. Still we have Gramps in the lead, but 0.8 behind him is Famished Uncouth. Now Famished has got the slip. She's pushing very hard. We saw how quick she was in the practice, and she is looking phenomenal even in race 1. G-Dub back up to 3rd place, so G-Dub on for a good result here. Famished closed the gap right up to 0.6, 0.5 now. So Graham's got a lot of work to do. He's still got 3 laps to go after this. Well, he's on lap 3. Famished closes the gap. Grams gets a good exit and should open the gap. No, Famished in the slip and gets a better exit. So she is looking very menacing. Behind her she has G-Dub about 0.7, but it is a slipstream train, and the only one that doesn't have is Gramps, so he's going to trip up Famished now, and that's going to allow G-Dub to close the gap. So there you can see G-Dub already passed, so not sure what that was all about, but she let him past. Bit of a slide there, so G-Dub's gone past. Not sure what that was all about. So let's just see she runs it wide, gets off the power and lets G-Dub through. So maybe it was a previous incident they just kind of sorting out. G-Dub on the hunt now. He's got Grandpa in his sights. And Grandpa lets him through. Maybe did Grandpa make a mistake? Not sure what is happening here. So if we it's a bit weird. Let's go down to 3rd place. You can see Famished in the slip gets past Gramps side by side as they go through the chase. These cars got a lot of grip, so there shouldn't be any issues. Oh, didn't see Gramps there. Sent him off. That is so unlucky. Gramps, the big loser in that one. That is so unlucky. I think Famished and Cook didn't see Gramps, and he has lost position hand over fist now. He's down to 5th place. That's hugely unlucky for Gramps. And there's Famished. She waited for him. So it's all causing all sorts of mayhem. So Freddy goes into the back of Gramps, and Gramps battles to get back on. So chaos, and all that's done is allowed this man to get away 2.7 seconds ahead of Wanalu DK, who may perhaps still get a podium from this after he made that rare mistake. Adder's up into 3rd. Adder's got a massive gap, 3.2 gap over Taboto. So he's got this lap and another lap. He might still finish on the podium. Famished is a beast. Beastet. Is she on controller? I don't know, but that's Jurassic Jam in the comments. I don't know. Famished is up into 5th already. She's giving Taboto a hard time. Taboto has been very quick all over, so Look how she's giving Kubota a hard time. So it's been a bit scrappy from these drivers. Just need to clean it up a bit. I was about to say there was someone else off, but that was a track assistance. Put it that way. So G-Dub 2-second gap over 1RLUDK is closing the gap. Adders out in third has got a 2.3 second gap between Kubota and himself, but Kubota is under huge pressure, so Adders just needs to get this home and he can bring home a podium. Kubota, and he is lucky because Kubota is under a lot of pressure from Famished. So Famished pushing very hard, making a lot of mistakes. She had this race. She won the first race. She could have had this race, but yeah, it's just small little mistakes. So the gap to Adders now is 1.9. Adders still in third place. He has one more lap to go after this lap, and he can still take home a still needs to I don't know what I was saying, reading messages. Sorry. Tokyo Drift is meters. So, GW now 1.7 seconds ahead of 1RLUDK. They're on the last lap, who's 9 seconds ahead of Adders. Adders on for a potential podium here. He's not going away because he's on for a podium. So, look back. Kubota has Famished, Grandpa, and then Freddy in the background there. And this is a nice little train. So Gramps looking for an opportunity here. Where does he find it? It's a nice little train they've got going here. Gramps going in a bit hot. That's really going to hurt him as he goes through this top section here. So currently Adders still 1.7 seconds ahead of these guys. G-Dub still leading this race. Adders got an opportunity for a podium, just needs to keep it together. Kubota still has Famished behind him. Famished very close now. Oh, Famished putting it in the wall there. So where is G-Dub? Let's keep our eyes on G-Dub, the race leader. It's coming down Conrad. 0.6. So G-Dub under pressure now from 1RLUDK. Just look at the third place is still Adders. 1RLUDK touched the grass there. You can see how the car moved around the gap. 0.5. 1RLU's closed the gap, but G-Dub doing a phenomenal job not buckling to the pressure of the gap. 0.6 looks like he's going to be able to maintain this gap and push, and he does. I mean, the gap closed right up, but G-Dub was held strong and he finishes the race first ahead of 1RLUDK. Let's look at this battle. Looks like it's all kicking off in the background there, but Adders, phenomenal job to finish third and on the podium for this man. Excellent work. Fourth is Kubota. Fifth is Grandpa. Sixth is Famished and Couth. Seventh is Freddy. And eighth, 18 seconds down the road, is CRT Kaz Converts. My goodness, look at all these comments. So Jurassic Jam, I'm glad none of that made it to the stream, or it would be 18 rated. That was savage. Yeah. In Evans, this one is crazy race, definitely. McFlurry, it's very crazy. All that good stuff. Interstellar Dweller, that's Venture 26. Hello. Feel bad for Adders, I think. Anyway, G-Dub, what a phenomenal race. And everybody, thank you so much for watching. It has been phenomenal. It's been great. We have Pro-Am on next. That will be on a separate stream, so make sure you tune in for that. For this one, we're going to say bye-bye. Thank you. Ta-ta. And save the replay. Look at the race results. so that I can go back and do the points. We'll catch you guys later. Have a great evening. If you're leaving now, thanks for joining us.